Hello, Justin Marish here, Professor of Biochemistry at the DePaul University Department of Chemistry and Biochemistry, and I want to show you some of my favorite things to do for fun with dry ice. The first thing to think about with dry ice is just how cold it is. Here I am dropping some dry ice in ethanol, which has a freezing point well below that of the -78 of dry ice, and I'm going to see the effect it has on a soft material like this gummy worm here. Now, dry ice is frozen carbon dioxide, and we consider it to be dry because carbon dioxide sublimes from solid to gas without going through a liquid at atmospheric pressure. Here's the gummy worm cooling off now. Listen to how hard that thing is. And it smashes just like glass. And I mean, it really smashes like glass. There were bits of gummy worm all over the place. Took a while to clean up. Another cool thing I like about dry ice is atmospheric fog. You just throw some dry ice into some hot water, and the carbon dioxide and the water vapor that condenses around it are both heavier than air, and so they make this cool, creeping fog effect that I never get tired of. Look at that. It's so great. Okay, so what we just saw was that dry ice can make a lot of gas. Well, gas plus soap equals bubbles. So what I'm doing here is mixing some dish detergent in with some hot water, and about to throw in some dry ice, and whoa! Oh man. Oh, this is not going to be fun to clean up. Oh, but it's so good. All that foggy vapor. I like those big, huge bubbles there. Those are pretty cool. And it just keeps going. Look at that. So here I've got another beaker with hot water and dry ice in it, but I've soaked a paper towel in some soapy water to try to get a big soap bubble to form on top. And there we go. I've never done this before, so it took me a few tries to get this to work, but look at that. What's going to happen? Oh, so nice. After doing a few of those in a beaker, I had to take it up a notch and try it in a large crystallizing dish. And here we go. Look at all that vapor inside the bubble. So after watching that last demo for a while, I tried to figure out a way I could make dropping bubbles. Now here's what I came up with. Check this out. So I dipped the end of that rubber tubing in some soap, and there you go. This is just like pure Hollywood mad science lab. Whoa! Did you see that one roll? Amazing. Now, following on this theme of bubbles, here's a way to demonstrate that carbon dioxide is heavier than air because it fills the bowl of this dry ice bucket. Bubbles will just land and float there. Look at that. Here's another one. There. Cool, right? Another cool thing about carbon dioxide is that we use it in fire extinguishers because it is a product of combustion and therefore cannot burn. So when we put a match near carbon dioxide, it just goes right out. Have you ever thought of containing dry ice in a microcentrifuge tube? I don't know if the sound came through, but Those things are almost as loud as firecrackers going off. Definitely don't try this without safety glasses. After they all exploded, I gathered up the pieces, and as you can see, the pressure of the gas absolutely destroys these things. Now, I've seen that dry ice sublimes at atmospheric pressure, but look what happens when you allow it to build up pressure in a closed container as it evaporates. Above about 6 atmospheres, you start to actually see liquid carbon dioxide. Take a look at that. Now, this is something I do not advise that you do without a lot of safety precautions, because the container can explode pretty violently, as you saw before. Now, when I release the pressure, all that liquid just turns into just fluffy, dry ice snow. Another property of dry ice is that it dissolves in water to create carbonic acid. This is responsible for ocean acidification, and also we can demonstrate it here by just dropping some dry ice in some universal pH indicator. You can see it turn from purple through green and yellow, and then finally to red. And finally, this one is my personal favorite. Here we have some basic water. I drop in some dry ice, and the jets of CO2 cause a beautiful color change as it acidifies the water.